radio is dope though. Like this radio, you can listen to like EMS, and you can actually broadcast on it, but you need that license to broadcast, or the FCC is gonna come get you. You know, honestly, I'm trying to get my communication skills all the way up so I could block that motherfucker that's always like back to the bench. I hate that motherfucker. If you're on the CB radio, you can hear that guy all over the damn country, all over the planet. Like he's bouncing waves off the ionosphere and is coming back down. Yeah, man. Tired of hearing back to the bench.
Dozer, when you're done, bring the ship up to broadcast depth.
Peace, ladies and gentlemen. It is your man Trip coming at you with another video. Man, I'm at exit 1 in Georgia. I had to drive through a lot of torrential downpour, hurricane rains out of Florida yesterday. It seemed like the whole way. So I was like, I'm shutting it down. I do have enough time to run right now because if I did a split, but my appointment is not until 5:46 tonight. So I figured that I'll just finish out the 10 and then complete the next about 7 hours. I should be there in about 8 hours total. I'm gonna stop and get fuel. So I'm going to Henderson, North Carolina with some juice. But I wanted to talk about a couple of things in trucking that us as men should always be doing. Number one, flip-flops. We should not be wearing flip-flops out on the when we're fueling, when we're walking around. You know, maybe on the way back from showering or something. But even then, you can get yourself, you know, like a Croc. These are the cheap ones that they had at I don't know, Pilot or something like that. They were like $3 on sale, but it's got the thing in the back and a closed toe. And the reason why I think my APU just turned on. The reason why is not because I'm against flip-flops or anything like that. Is that you need to be prepared as a truck driver, as a man. You need to be able to walk longer distance, run, and fight, right? So you need to be able to walk, run, fight. So having a laced shoe, a laced sneaker, you know, you need to be able to defend yourself, and you might have to walk a far distance. So it is just hard to do in the thong, flip-flop, or the slide, right? So this is about being prepared. I know people want to be comfortable. I'm not saying you have to wear jeans every day and all that, but having a laced shoe, a laced sneaker, or a laced boot, or a boot is so important and vital to your survival. You never know what could happen. Plus, you could slip, and you know the sneaker and the boot provides a little bit more stability than the flip-flop or even the Croc. But the Croc right here, these are my shower shoes. You know, it's got this thing in the back where if you had to run, it's not gonna fly off. I mean, you could wear it like that, and it's still a slip-on, you know. But you just never know when shit's gonna go down. You know, so I don't know. I wanted to show a little something that I'm working on as well. I'm into communication pretty big, a CB radio. I need to get a better antenna and all that. I actually have it disconnected right now. But I'm into communications, radio communication, radio wave. You know, your cell phone is it's not a phone, it's a radio. It's broadcasting frequencies with the FCC, really. So I got myself a cheap radio. Anybody could get this radio. To operate it, to like broadcast on it, you do need a ham license, an amateur radio license. It is the Baofeng, I think it's the UV5R. The UV5R. It's a cool little radio. I got the extended battery in it though. Let's see if it just pops out. See if this battery will just pop out. Nah, I think I got it in there pretty good right now. But you know,
frequency mode.
It's got multiple bands. You know, you can pick up a lot of information if you're just listening. A lot of information with this thing. But this is an analog radio. It works only on I think it's 2 bands actually. You know, it's actually pretty cool. I listen to people, you know, it's better than the Citizens Band. That's legal for everybody. That's what the CB stands for, the CB radio. So anybody can communicate on that, but it's got its limitations. This is a step up. You know, obviously they got better. This is like $15, $20. You can reset it. So, the FCC has rules, you know, they only want you doing so much, but you could reset this radio, so it goes beyond that capability. But I got myself, I moved up to the digital. This is the cheapest entry point for a digital radio. It's got that one, to charge it, you could charge it in like the typical, you know, plug it in. But this one also has the, I don't know, it's got like a little plug that goes into the side. Holds charged. So this is like a good backup for me. This one has a USB-C. It's digital though. So it picks up, I can store over 4,000 channels on this thing. With that radio, you can hear some air traffic if you could get tuned in on the low frequency bands. But this one, you could listen to pretty much anything. You can listen to 911 dispatch. Now that's all digital encrypted. With this radio, let's go to the menu. You can have a talk group, you can send SMS text. You can send SMS text with this. Calls, you know, it's got roaming. You can, with this, if you have enough nodes, you can have unlimited internet. Remember, I'm doing the ATAC group, so communication is going to be huge, and this is going to be the mobile command center truck. It's called Striker, so I'll tell you what that means in another video. But yeah, so this has tri-band, so it's got analog, digital, and you could do, what is it called, GMRS, I think it's called, which is another type of, this is all geek stuff, you know what I mean? So this is a powerful tool. I got the little case right here so I can clip on, but I don't know. This is about, look, I do have an upgraded antenna. I actually use this antenna for this bad boy, and this is the antenna that came with this, and I just switched it because I upgraded the antenna. I actually have a 6-foot long antenna as well, a military antenna. But yeah, this could communicate with the satellites. It's incredible. probably this truck here. The thing is, I leased this truck, so I don't want to like go all out and then them like fire me or something, and then I don't have time to get this stuff off. I'm pretty sure I will. Mr. Hirschbach is pretty nice here, so I don't really see that being a problem. But the goal is to get home, and I mean, you can on both of these radios you can listen to NOAA weather. This one you can find your repeaters a little bit easier. You can program it ahead of time, but it only has so much saving on this radio. This radio is dope though. Like this radio, you can listen to like EMS, and you can actually broadcast on it, but you need that license to broadcast, or the FCC is gonna come get you. Honestly, I'm trying to get my communication skills all the way up so I could block that motherfucker that's always like back to the bench. I hate that motherfucker. So I'm trying to get enough information on communication, because if you're on the CB radio, you can hear that guy all over the damn country, all over the planet. Like he's bouncing waves off the ionosphere and is coming back down. Yo, man. Tired of hearing back to the bench. Hey, that guy never stops, man. But the goal is to up the communication game, improve the skill sets, being able to maneuver undetected. Like this bad boy, you can communicate with your team encrypted. This one's they're using this radio in Ukraine. It's a cheap Chinese radio. They're using it in Ukraine. They got it, you know what I'm saying? They're using this in Ukraine. They're using your regular Amazon drones in Ukraine. They're using regular, like, come on. That's what I'm saying. Like, having these tools is important. And the more you become essential to the survival of the people you love, the more skills you have. Now, you don't need to be Mr. Black Ops, jumping out of an airplane, rappelling out of a helicopter. You don't need to do all that. But having different skill sets, and then I'm trying to find what I love the most about communication. I see SOTA, which is like summit operating, whatever, like people going up mountains and communicating. I've seen people communicate all over the planet. I've seen people hacking into the SATCOM, and hacking is not bad, right? They're listening to the military satellites, and they're listening to the pirates in Brazil moving. Brazil has a huge problem with like gasoline and fuel being hijacked, like in Fast and the Furious when they hijacked that truck and shit. Brazil has that problem, and you can hear the guy was just listening to him talk. The pirates, they're using the SATCOM, the satellites that are in the sky, or from the military. Oh yeah. So this stuff's amazing. I think it's important as a truck driver to use your downtime wisely, to learn new skill sets, learn how to open up locks, learn how to communicate. Like, you got the CB radio. A lot of y'all don't even have a CB radio. The CB radio can get you out of a jam. And not just like, oh my God, an emergency. No. Somebody could be on the CB radio like, hey, in 10 miles, you're going to be in traffic for the next 6 hours. Oh, shit. Now you can get off the highway, figure out a way around that shit, and keep moving. Or you're just going to be stuck in that traffic. I mean, there's so many different things. You know, everybody goes to the fucking destruction of, you know, the ice and then the truck. Oh, if they had a CB radio, there wouldn't be 1,000 truck pileup. Well, maybe. I'm pretty sure out of all those trucks, you know, a couple people had CB radios and still decided to die. You know, but it is what it is. Let's start improving our skill sets as truck drivers. I got so much shit to share with y'all. I'm gonna be learning this. This is called the Baofeng DM32. The other one's the Baofeng UV5R. This is the wattage is like I think it tests at 15 watts, which is you can shoot really far with that. But I think it actually works around 10 watts. This says 5, probably works around 3. So yeah, I don't know. But grind hard, hustle hard, know your worth, know your potential, never settle. I'm out. Got 2 minutes until I can start my clock. Peace.
Ninja vanish!